had the great pleasure of meeting Avie Bennett a number of times. The memories of his warmth, his humanity, and his love of life are with me to this day.
He really was a person who really cared about values, who cared about people, and he decided that he would rescue one of the gems of the Canadian publishing industry, namely McClelland and Stewart.
McClelland and Stewart was in terrible financial trouble. Avie became so interested in this that he bought Jack McClelland's company.
I knew Avie Bennett for years because he stepped in to rescue McClelland and Stewart at a time when it had gotten into trouble. He became a publisher by doing that and took a great interest in Canadian books.
We, in those days, were publishing about 100 books a year, and they were quite simply the best Canadian books of the year.
As a businessman, Avie Bennett was an innovator and a visionary. In the community, his legacy as a generous supporter of art, culture, and education lives on.
Avie was the chancellor of York University for many years. He was the most wonderful chancellor. All the aspects that make Canadian culture deep and open, that was what Avie was dedicated to.
He knew the power that he had in society to bring about and influence social change. He felt through his philanthropy, this is one way that he could certainly make a meaningful difference, and he did so.
And he wanted to help individuals, and he wanted to contribute to programs that assisted people in getting a better education.
We talked a lot about that there was such a tremendous gap in educational achievement between Indigenous students and non-Indigenous Canadian students. And Avie really developed a resolve to put his personal resources to use in changing this situation.
At our university, his leading gift to champion excellence is helping Indigenous and first-generation students realize their dreams.
The Bennett Scholars, as we came to call them, will create change for all of us in the future.
He was a man who really understood our culture and understood where a gift makes a difference.
Avie was humble. In many cases, Avie helped people that it was never made public, just because he thought it was the right thing to do.
It's very appropriate that this honorary degree is to be given by Toronto Metropolitan University, because Avie was, above all, a man who loved the city.
If I had to describe him to someone who had never met him, a decent, empathetic, intelligent, caring human being who really wanted to make the world a better place.
I'm very pleased that you are giving him posthumously this honorary degree, which is very well deserved.
He's a fine example for graduating students as what they could do too and what they could become too.
On this very special day, we are deeply grateful and very proud to celebrate the remarkable life of Avie Bennett with an honorary degree from Toronto Metropolitan University.
He was, in the fullest sense, a great and kind friend, and the country benefited from his kindness, his energy, and the fact that he was remarkably Avie Bennett.